Hey guys, I'm back today. Sorry I've been kind of MIA over the last month, especially to the new subscribers. This year my goal was to be consistent with uploading videos, but this last month's been a little rough. If you follow me on my other card making YouTube channel, which is Crazy Paper Chick, link will be below. It's always in the description box. I've been having trouble with my hands. So this channel got kind of pushed aside, and my other channel, the videos have slowed down a little bit until I can get everything figured out. But I did want to, I don't want the occasions catalog to pass by and I don't feature some of the stamp sets I have. Now today's video is going to be pretty simple. I wanted to keep it pretty simple and feature one of the kits I got. This kit is actually in the annual catalog. I will be back probably in a week. My goal is to do at least a video a week on this channel until my hands get better. And feature some of the stamp sets I have in the occasions catalog because they're great stamp sets and I don't know if they're going to carry over. So I want to make sure I feature them. If you want them, you can see them. But today we're going to be doing working with the Lots of Happy card kit. I love their card kits. I think it's a great way to make gifts if you want to give a set of cards to someone. It's also a great way if you need to whip up a bunch of cards really quickly. There's no thought put behind it. It's already done for you. You just basically have to put it together. Now this card kit involves some coloring, which can be fun if you just want to sit down and color. This is a great one to do it with because it includes everything. If you are traveling or you have a long car ride ahead of you going wherever, you can bring this card kit. And I think the only thing you would need with this one is some water because this does involve watercolor pencils. If you didn't want to use the pencils and wanted to use markers, you could do that. Or just plain colored pencils, you could do that as well. So it comes with a stamp set and all the little pieces that you need to make each of the cards. And what I love about this is you get different style cards. You get this shape and then the little like note card style. These look a little bit bigger than, or maybe that's normal size, A2 size, and then you have some longer ones. So I'm going to pop this picture up on screen right now, and this is a picture of everything that comes in the kit. So you can make 20 cards for each of 5 designs. So I'm going to lay everything out that comes in the kit, but I thought the picture would be a neater, honestly, representation of what comes in the kit. This also has a refill, so if you want to purchase more, instead of purchasing the whole kit again, you can purchase the refill. So this is how it comes in this nice box, which you could keep it in or store anything else in. And here is everything that comes with it. You get your ink pad, which is basic black. We don't, this is the archival. Pretty sure we don't sell this anymore, like a full size. I do have my full size, so I will be bringing that in. Yes, my basic black archival. I have a sticker for retired. This is retired. They do have a black, but it's not archival. Anyway, I like to keep these sealed and use my regular size. So this is what you'll see me using. You get 4 sets of, you get a set of 4 of the watercolor pencils. You get, let's see, Flirty Flamingo, Lemon Lime Twist, Old Olive, Rich Raspberry. So I'll be using these. Here is the stamp set. We have sending you lots and lots of happy. Here's to the happiest birthday yet. Thank you for being a friend. I'm always here for you. A couple floral images, and you deserve the best life has to offer. So there's the stamp set. Here is everything packaged nice and neat. You get a stamping block, some ribbon, and then you get all your supplies that you need to make your card, even down to the dimensionals. So I'm going to get everything organized. I'm only going to make 1 card of each with you, but it will take a bit to color these images. So I'm going to go into voiceover so I can speed the video up and it's not that long. If you're interested in any of these products, they will be listed below. As always, I appreciate your business. It helps me a lot. And there is a new HOSTESS code. So if you place an order of 150 or lower, and I would appreciate if you use the HOSTESS code. So let me know if you have any questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll go ahead and move on to making the cards. Okay, now that I've laid everything out, I wanted to show you real quick, kind of up close and not in a picture, of what comes in the kit. Now, all these pieces I had punched out. They come in sheets. Oh, and these are vellum pieces I just forgot to punch out, but they will punch out to that, so I'll have to do that. But they all come punched out. Here are some card panels. These right here. And then for our card bases, look how cute that is. They're already scored. While I was doing this, I was thinking you probably need to bring in some tape adhesive as well. So water, if you're going to use the watercolors, and then tape adhesive to adhere everything, because not everything is going to be popped up. So these are all the card bases, and these are the coordinating envelopes, of course, coordinating to their side, but they have that really cool black and white striped inside. So I just wanted to show you that real quick. Again, we'll be putting one card each together. It does come with a pamphlet that shows you the pictures of the cards. Whoops, didn't silence my phone. But it also gives you directions on, or not really directions, but just kind of step by step, I guess those would be directions, on how to put the cards together. Okay, so now let's get started. Okay, these are going to be really easy to put together. I've already separated all the pieces that go with each of the card bases, and you'll see me stamping and adhering them down as we go. My coloring is going to be very sloppy. This coloring actually killed my hands to do. So if you're not aware, I've been having issues with my hands if you don't follow my other channels, so I'm limited on certain things I can do that's not painful. So holding a pencil is very painful. I actually ordered these like foam eggs on Amazon that you put on your pencil, and it's for kids or people with arthritis. So I'm hoping that helps, because it's hard to go through life and not be able to write. But if you follow my other channel, I will have an update on my hand situation. I'm going to do another kind of chat video, so stay tuned for that. Like I said, the link to my video will, my other channel will be below. So anyway, my coloring is going to be very sloppy, and I apologize for that. It's also going to be very light because I went in with a very light hand. So you saw that card go together. Of course, the coloring appears lighter on camera than it is in person. I'll have to say, I don't know what paper they printed these images on, but I loved it for watercoloring. It's not watercolor paper, so you have to be real careful with how much water you do add to your paper, because I did have a little bit of warping, but it blended so nicely. And what I could do is, if I wanted more color, I could go back and add color to the image, even if it was wet. When I use watercolor paper, I have a hard time doing that. So that was a really nice surprise. When I use watercolor paper and I want to go back in and add more color, it always looks really, you can see the pencil marks, and I have a hard time blending them out. So if you know what paper they use when they do these kits, let me know. It may say, I'll have to go back in the catalog and look, but I really, really enjoyed that part of the coloring. I did, for the most part, copy the sentiments they used, or they showed in their sample cards. However, I did change up one of them. I don't remember which one it was, and I just used the thank you sentiment. I am always in need of thank you cards. I think thank you cards are something that you should send out all the time. So I had used the thank you sentiment instead of the sentiment they had suggested or had used in their example. I I am using Art Glitter Glue. It's a wet adhesive glue. If you're not familiar with that, it's my favorite. I know Stampin' Up! Sells the Tombow Mono, the green capped glue, and I do have some of that. I used to love that, but since using the Art Glitter Glue, it has beat out all other wet adhesive. I will link it below if you're interested. They do not ship it on, let me think. On Amazon, I did get it during a winter month, but typically in cold climates, they will not ship it during the winter because it could freeze, I'm assuming. But mine was shipped and it was totally fine. I live outside of Houston, so it never really gets that cold, but I will link it regardless. On this image, I love these flowers, but what I did with the pink is I really sloppy went over. If you have normal hands and can color, you could color each one of those little petals, but I did not. Now, it looks really light on camera, but in person, it was darker. But again, I didn't care if it was sloppy. Sorry, my head. It was totally fine. No one's going to notice. So, to attach the ribbon, I am just using some washi tape in my stash. It's easy and quick. For the vellum pieces, I'm using glue dots. You can see the glue dot through the vellum, but then once you put all your other pieces together, you don't see the glue dot, obviously. You barely even see the vellum pieces. Trim up the ribbon. I love the different sizes of these cards. They're really a lot of fun. If you just want to send a quick note, you don't have to send a big old A2 size. Now, on the little ones, you probably couldn't mail them, probably get lost, and I'm sure there's a minimum size to mail a card, but if you want to hand it to the person in person, I think it's a really cute size. So again, quickly coloring all these images. I did make the other cards off camera, so at the end you will see a still shot of all the cards made together. And you know, you can color these any color you want. You don't have to do what comes in the kit. I just stuck with what's in the kit if that's all you're working with. Go ahead and stamp that. Add some dimensionals. There were a few extra pieces included in this kit. You have plenty of dimensionals. You have these little sentiment pieces you stamp on. You had a few extra of those. And then you had, or I had a ton extra of the vellum leaves, which you could add more if you desire. Some of the cards for the example they showed didn't even have the vellum leaves, so you could add it to those cards. It's whatever your preference is. I had plenty of ribbon left over. Of course, you can bring in your own ribbon if you're using different colors. This piece, you could actually stamp a sentiment in the center of the square. Same thing with the card that you colored the card panel. There was a spot for you to stamp a sentiment in that area. So there are a few different options you could bring into this card kit. Again, if you haven't caught the card kit videos that I've done in the past, definitely go check those out. I know the Occasions catalog had one card kit that I believe is still available. Well, it should be available. I'll link it above here if you want to check it out. It's my favorite card kit. So that actually didn't stamp all that great. So here I am restamping it. Thankfully, there was an extra square sentiment paper I could use. Go ahead and attach this ribbon, or I'm sorry, attach the ribbon with the washi tape and then pop it up and adhere it to my card base. And that will complete these cards. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and enjoyed looking at another alternative than You know, just something that you could bring into your collection to make cards if you need something quick and don't really want to think about it. So let me know what you think. Links will be below. As always, again, I appreciate your business. Here is a still shot here in a moment. There's an envelope of all the cards that look lovely. I love these colors in this collection. So I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.